Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 80026, Pigsy's Noodle Tank from the LEGO Monkie Kid theme. This set contains 662 pieces, 4 minifigures, and will retail for $59.99 in the US. This is an all-new set releasing on July 1st, 2021, which was sent to me early by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Before I get started, I'd just like to ask you guys to please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It allows you guys to see these new and early reviews in your subscription feed as soon as they're posted, and it also really helps support me and the channel. But with that being said, let's get on to the review. So here's the Noodle Tank itself, and I think this build is so much fun. The overall aesthetic of this is just super cool. It's a really cool vehicle that I can imagine kids playing with in fight scenes and whatnot, but it also just has a really fun aesthetic to it. So the overall body of the build is meant to be this huge noodle bowl right here. You can see there's these stickered pieces of a design right here. There's the Pigsy's Noodles logo right there. The cannon on the arm is a giant pig with a stud shooter for a nose. Pretty sure this right here is supposed to be a refrigerator. This should be a little plate or a disc or something. It's got 2 giant chopsticks on the back that you can use for weapons, and the interior right here is actually a little mini kitchen with a ton of ingredients, which I'll show you when we get up a little closer. You can see there's a menu on the back right here. There's an entire turkey right here. It's really creative and super cool. There's also this pitchfork weapon out the front. This moves when you move the entire vehicle, so when you spin the wheels that will move up and down, so let me show you that. So if you have any villains in the way, you can force them away with that. Here's how the tank treads on the side of the vehicle look up close. There's some exposed technicals and some bright blue Technic pins on the inside, which I don't love. I always hate when those are included because I feel like they really stand out. However, these are hidden so well that in normal play you'd never see them, so that doesn't bother me too much. You may have noticed that the treads don't have their little rubber attachments that they usually have on them to allow them to roll on the ground, but it still rolls perfectly. That's because the treads are more of a facade. The actual thing that rolls against the ground is this one wheel right here, and that just connects to the treads so that when the entire vehicle moves, the wheel rolls and moves the treads with it. The pitchfork, despite being entirely Technic, actually looks pretty good. Again, the bright blue does really stick out right there, but it's not a huge deal. I've gotten used to seeing it on LEGO sets, so it doesn't stand out to me too much, especially because the entire build is Technic. It's not bright blue in the middle of building blocks. And the colors of the spikes themselves actually look quite good. You can see they use unicorn horns right here for the tips of the spikes. You have 2 bright headlights out the front right here, a little stickered pattern with an advertisement for Pigsy's Noodles. Moving up to the bowl, there's those stickered pieces I mentioned before. You can see how the shape of the bowl just comes out, and that looks absolutely perfect. I immediately recognized what that was supposed to be. It's super cool, super creative. Moving up to the top, this is where Pigsy's supposed to sit, but there's also room for multiple figures in here. You could probably fit 3 or 4 if you wanted, which is pretty impressive. And this is an entire kitchen, right? You have sauces, you have a knife, you have a fish, you have an egg, you have a cracked egg. You have this little pot right here, this little plate right here. I'm not sure what all the different foods are supposed to be, but I just love the variety here. This piece right here is also printed. It's not a sticker, which is pretty awesome. There's a little sink in the back to wash your hands. 2 stickered pieces to represent the menu. I love how this is a traveling weapon, but also just a pop-up shop for Pigsy to sell his food. The classic LEGO turkey or chicken pieces hanging off, which if you've never seen this before, this is a part that's probably existed for over a decade at this point. I remember when I was a kid, I always really wanted this piece. It's a bit more common nowadays, but still super cool to get. Definitely was unnecessary in the set, so I appreciate getting this because I remember on its own, this was a $5 part or something. At least it was a few years ago. But yeah, you can see there's this larger cooked bird piece right here, and then also has these 2 turkey legs coming off, and those can actually be removed, so you can have a minifigure hold them individually and have them eat those. And there's how those look. You can see there's a little bar for the minifigure hand to attach to, as well as a bar on the other side to reattach it back to the body of the bird. Moving back up to the build, you can see the arm on the left side right here can go up or down. It's on this rigid ball joint. It can also move forward and back ever so slightly because it is one of these rigid ball joints that snaps into place. There's no elbow movement on this, but I think that's alright. I don't feel like it was really needed. The design of the actual pig cannon is really cute. I love the little pig eyes right here. They're just squinting ever so slightly. I'm not sure if they're new for this set. They might have been on the original Pigsy's food truck, or they might have come from something else, because they feel like a reuse of parts, but I can't pinpoint what they are exactly. But regardless, they're really cute. They fit this pig character well, and also this 6-stud shooter actually looks really good as a pig's nose. I'm shocked how well that works, but it's a really cool incorporation of both a build and a play feature, and I love getting this piece in a new color. At the top, there's 2 imaginary cannons as well. This is a carrot cannon. You can see there's a proper carrot on the top, and then a carrot incorporated into some sort of weapon. And then this is a missile with a fish on top of it. That 6-stud shooter can also be shot. Obviously, you just have to rotate it with your fingers. And if you've never seen that before, here's how that looks. So it allows you to just have a constant stream of studs coming out, and there's how the pig looks with all the studs removed. You just rotate it with your fingers like this, and when the studs are in, it shoots them out. On the other arm, there's this fridge right here that opens up. You can see there's a little sticker piece right there that shows it's got some battle scars on it. There's a little sticker of a hot dog, it looks like, and then a little note on top of it as well, just standard fridge decorations that you'd see. And just like an actual fridge would, the door hinges open. Inside you can see that there's a little drink as well as a printed title of a little noodle dish. And those noodles can actually be shot out of the fridge. You can see there's a little dish shooter back here. So if you load one of the noodles in and push back on it, it flies out. You get a total of 2 of them in the set, so you can keep one of them in the fridge and one of them loaded up. And then when an enemy approaches, you can just shoot it at will. This hand, rather than having the pig cannon, has just a little like shield piece right here and then individual fingers. You can imagine the shield as being like a bowl or a plate or something. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but I assume it's something food related because that's what everything else in the set is. And then you have 3 individual little fingers. You have 2 at the top and 1 on the side, and then a 2 long Technic bar in the middle of them. Well, that Technic bar is because of these 2 large chopsticks that are attached to the back. They have these stickers attached to them with some Chinese characters, which I cannot read, but if anybody wants to tell me what they mean in the comments, please let me know. But these chopsticks attach to the back of the bowl right here, and as such can obviously be removed, and as such can be reattached to the Technic pin in the hand. With them attached, you can actually have the mech use the chopsticks as some sort of weapon, which I think is super, super cool. Also, I think I forgot to mention before, but this entire bolt section can rotate 360 degrees, so you can move this in any which way you want. So you can have it like driving backwards if you want, or you can have it looking off to the side as it's moving, or you can even just have it constantly rotating. That's about the extent of what I have to show for this build, but I think it's super cool. I am so impressed by this set. I absolutely love it. But now let's move on to the side builds. The first side build is this little panda robot, and I think this guy's fun. You can see he's got 4 wheels, a set of 2 big wheels at the front and 2 very tiny wheels at the back, and that makes him like roll around on a slant. Also, because of the nature of the Technic connection he's connected with, he can wiggle ever so slightly. He's got a stickered piece out the front for the Speedy Pandas. He's got this like evil pixelated panda face at the top, but this can actually be rotated, and he has a friendlier face on the other side. So we can start out as more of a friend, and then turn evil, and then go to attack. His one arm is a Trans-Lambrian stud shooter, which seems to have some sort of drink, like, fueling it, so this is some sort of, like, drink cannon. And then the other one I think is supposed to be hot sauce, because it has this little, like, pepper right here, and you can see there's fire coming out. So he's got a hot sauce cannon, which doesn't actually shoot, and then some sort of yellow drink cannon, which does shoot. The arms are on mini ball joints, so you can move them up, you can move them forward, you can move them back. Not a huge range of motion, but there's some decent poses you can get them in. You can have the cannon shoot up or down. This very much feels like something you'd see in a cartoon. Like, the bad guy sends out this robot and it rolls very slowly, and then the face turns to evil, and then he starts shooting. Like, this, I don't know, it feels very cartoony to me. I absolutely love it. I don't believe this has ever appeared in the show. Actually, I think most of this set's pretty non-canon, at least as of Season 2. But regardless, I think it's super fun. I like this guy. And then finally, there's this little Panda Drone in the set. He has, like, a stickered piece of evil panda eyes, similar to the robot we just looked at. Technic piece with a huge red ball sticking out the top and is boxing out the bottom. If you push down on that red ball right there, the box falls out. And if you open the box up, you can see that there's some cherries inside. So I guess this is a cherry bomb, question mark? I'm not positive. But regardless, it's a cute little build and a fun little play feature. These propellers can be rotated, obviously. And they can also be rotated up or down. So you can have them like pointing down. That doesn't make much sense, but you can do it if you'd like. Or you can rotate them completely up, but then they collide with the red ball as well as with each other. Here are the first 2 minifigures in the set. We have Pigsy and we have Mr. Tang. Pigsy is all new and exclusive for this set, which is strange because this variant of him is very similar to the version that came out earlier this year, but the torso is new. It's not the same as that one, so it's very strange that they made 2 very similar torsos for him. Regardless, though, it's always cool to get a new version. These legs have come on another version of him, but they're very detailed and they're mid-legs, so they're super cool to get here again. He comes with a red pitchfork, which I believe has been his weapon in previous sets before, but it's still really cool to get it here again. And then he also comes with a, like, gray claw piece. I'm not sure exactly what this is meant to represent, but I think it's probably supposed to be for preparing food in some sense. And then Mr. Tang is also new and exclusive for this set. This is only our second version of Tang. This is only the second set Tang's ever come in, which I find absurd because I finally watched Monkey Kid for the first time a few weeks ago, and I was shocked at how big of a character Tang was in the show, considering he didn't come in any sets until the 3rd wave. But it's super cool to see him here again. I appreciate getting him in a much cheaper set. This isn't like the normal version of Master Tang. This is him in like a tank top shirt with like a little logo on it, but it's still really cool to get him in a much more affordable way because I'm sure there's a lot of fans of the show that really want him but can't afford the $150 for the other set he comes in. So I appreciate that he is being re-released. He also comes with this classic scarf and then just plain red legs. There's a better look at Tang's face print and torso with the accessories removed. You can better look at it. You can see he's got like some sort of noodle dish on his torso. He's got some exclamation points, some hearts. And that's how Pigsy looks without his accessories and without his hat. And here they are turned around. You can see Pigsy's got like a vest on that's completely strapped at the back. You can see Tang looks to have like some sort of menu on his back. And then his alternate face is just yawning or like indifferent or whatever. It's the same face he had in the previous set, but still a really good expression for him. Yeah, actually, I really like these two. Both exclusive. Tang is awesome to get in a cheaper set, and Pigsy's always cool to get, and obviously he fits the set perfectly. I think they're pretty good. The next two minifigures are the two members from the Speedy Pandas. We have Lee and we have Pan. I don't believe either of these two have appeared in the show either, so again, I'm not sure if this is for a future season or if they were just like written out of the show, like they just are never going to appear. Because we had an episode based around the Speedy Pandas that featured this vehicle in it, but neither of these guys were in it to my knowledge, so... Yeah, in terms of canon and whatnot, I'm not sure what their relevancy is, but regardless of that, they are both pretty decent minifigures. So Lee here is like the mascot for the Speedy Pandas. He has like the panda suit with the mask and everything, and you can see he's got this glasses face and this like short black hair. I really love this hairpiece. I've been wanting to get it in more colors. I'm not sure if it's new in black for this set, but I've never gotten in black. I've only really seen it in gray before, so I'd love to get it in more colors, and I'm very happy to get it in black here. But yeah, if you want, you can take that hairpiece off and attach the panda mask, and there you have Lee in their full panda outfit. You can also see on their legs there's some pretty significant discoloration right there. That white does not match the white of the rest of this at all. It looks closer to the blue of the glasses than the white of the torso and everything, so that's really, really disheartening. I really wish that was printed a little bit better, because I know LEGO can print better, so I'm not sure why they don't. But regardless, that's a minor thing, and you can very easily like customize that to make it look a little nicer. Also, you may not have noticed, but Lee comes with black roller skates, so I guess this mascot is roller skating around the shop, which is pretty interesting. These are another piece that, like, used to be very rare, but are far more common today, but they're still always really cool to get, and I know, like, as a kid, if I didn't have these yet, getting them in a set like this would have been so, so cool. Pan, on the other hand, just has, like, the traditional slicked-back hairpiece. I love this expression on him, this face print with the glasses and the little mustache and, like, the open-mouth smile. I think he's got a really cool look to him. He's got this little two-piece bolt in his hand. I think this is supposed to be the controller for the drone, so he's like flying it around. You can see just got a traditional like printed console piece right there. This is coming in a ton of sets, so I'm not going to spend too long on it, but yeah, that's the piece that's used there. And with that removed, you get a much better look at his torso. You can see he has a little panda charm right there, like this bamboo design on his clothing, which is super cool. Yeah, I like him. I think he's pretty good. There they are with hair and mask removed, so you get a better look at their face prints. And here are their alternate faces and back torso prints. You can see the back torso print for Lee has the suit ripping open a little bit to show his shirt underneath, and his alternate face is just like very scared. Pan's alternate face is great. You can see he's like angry and very like sinister. I absolutely love that face. And the back torso print, I'm a bit confused. He's got like this bright black dot right there that just really sticks out. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It might be like supposed to be like a panda tail or something. I don't know how that fits in with everything else. That does seem very out of place to me. I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to be. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say for these two. Overall, I like them. They both are a little bit flawed, but I think they're still overall pretty good. And I think the most important thing about them is they're not spider villains or bull clones, because they have been the villains in like 90% of the Monkey Kid sets, so it's always cool to get a set that has neither of them as the villains. So, my overall thoughts on this set. I think this set is really, really good. I absolutely love it. I think it's a ton of fun. It's an incredible display piece, and it's also just got so many fun play features. It feels like there was so much love and effort like crafted into this. It's just really great. The overall idea behind it of like a kitchen that doubles as a tank is very goofy, but they pulled it off so well, and you just get so much here. I can imagine just like kids having hours of fun playing with this set. Yeah, I 100% recommend it. I think this is a really, really excellent set. I honestly don't really have many criticisms at all, really. Like, the printing on the villain minifigures could be better, but that's about it. Maybe a 5th minifigure in here for the price would have been nice, but the value is pretty great for this set as it is, so they really don't need a 5th figure to like bring that value up there. So I'd say, yeah, for sure I'd recommend this set. I think this is a great one for Monkey Kid fans and just LEGO fans alike. I kind of hope this vehicle ends up having more relevance in the show, because it kind of just appeared for 2 seconds in one episode and then wasn't used at all, and I don't believe these villain characters have appeared in the show at all, so maybe this is something to come, or maybe this is just something made up for the set. Regardless, just as a toy, I think it's very, very well done, and I highly recommend you guys pick it up when it comes out. But those are just my thoughts. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO videos like this every single day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!